Namaskar. Welcome to the Gnani's World. In Season 2, let's explore Riddles in Hinduism by Dr. B.R. Ambedkar, father of the Indian Constitution. In 1987, when the government of Maharashtra posthumously published the seminal work of Dr. B.R. Ambedkar's Riddles in Hinduism, Shiv Sena aggressively sought a ban on the book. However, today, as the state and the Hindu right wing try to appropriate Ambedkar as a Hindu representative, the blistering critic evident in Riddles in Hinduism clearly shows his disenchantment with Hinduism. On 13th October 1935, Dr. B.R. Ambedkar at the depressed Classicist Conference in Euola in the Bombay Presidency proclaimed, "I have the misfortune of being born with the stigma of an untouchable. However, it is not my fault, but I will not die a Hindu, for this is in my power." Here are some additional quotes from the book for you. The Vedas are a worthless set of books. There is no reason either to call them sacred or infallible. The time has come when the Hindu mind must be freed from the hold which the silly ideas propagated by the Brahmins have on them. Without this, the liberation of India has no future. India is a congealed race of communities. They are in it Parsis, Christians, Mohammedans, and Hindus. The basis of all these communities is not racial, it is, of course, religious. This is a superficial view. What is interesting to know is why is a Parsi and why is a Christian, and why is a Muslim, and why is Hindu a Hindu. With regard to the Parsi, the Christian, and the Muslim, it is a smooth sailing. Ask a Parsi why he calls himself a Parsi, he will have no difficulty in answering the question. He will say he is a Parsi because he is a follower of Zoroaster. Ask the same question to a Christian, he too will have no difficulty in answering the question. He is a Christian because he believes in Jesus Christ. Put the same question to a Muslim, he too will have no hesitation in answering it. He will say he's a believer in Islam and that is why he is a Muslim. Now, ask the same question to a Hindu and there is no doubt that he will be completely bewildered and would not know what to say. Riddles in Hinduism is a searing challenge to the entire intellectual order. The neglect of this text has itself become a metaphor for the ways in which the privileged have avoided a serious and honest engagement with Dr. B.R. Ambedkar. Dr. Ambedkar was known for his ability to challenge status quo, generate thought-provoking ideas, and a rhetoric that shakes up the very foundations. This is a season that shows him at his forensic best. Whether you like it or not, Season 2 Riddles in Hinduism is all set to rekindle the desire for truth and an honest dialogue. We cannot continue to hide behind the platitudes that Ambedkar so effectively demolished. The aim of Season 2 is to introduce the viewers to the ideology propounded by Dr. B.R. Ambedkar and also expose the real face of Hindutva politics and their sinister plot to appropriate Dr. B.R. Ambedkar as a Hindu figure. His fierce critic shows that why Hinduism failed to attract him. The team at Gnani's World coming up with Riddles in Hinduism in Season 2 and presenting it in an audiovisual format using creative visualization is commendable. The team leveraged scholarly apparatus for content compilation and validation and has done a brilliant job in this regard. Season 2 Riddles in Hinduism is divided into 3 parts: religious, social, and political. Season 2 starts with Introduction to Riddles in Hinduism by Dr. B.R. Ambedkar. In Part 1, the following 15 religious riddles will be covered. Riddle number 1. The difficulty of knowing why one is a Hindu. Riddle number 2. The origin of the Vedas, the Brahminic explanation, or an exercise in the art of circumlocution. Riddle number 3. The testimony of other Shastras on the origin of the Vedas. Riddle number 4. Why suddenly the Brahmins declare the Vedas to be infallible and not to be questioned? Riddle number 5. Why did the Brahmins go further and declare that the Vedas are neither made by man nor by God? Riddle number 6. The contents of the Vedas, have they any moral or spiritual value? Riddle number 7. The turn of the tide, or how did the Brahmins decrease the Vedas to be lower than the lowest of the Shastras? Riddle number 8. How the Upanishads declared war on the Vedas. Riddle number 9. How the Upanishads came to be made subordinate to the Vedas. Riddle number 10. Why did the Brahmins make the Hindu gods fight against one another? Riddle number 11. Why did the Brahmins make the Hindu gods suffer to rise and fall? Riddle number 12. Why did the Brahmins dethrone the gods and enthrone the goddesses? Riddle number 13. The riddle of Ahimsa. Riddle number 14. From Ahimsa back to Himsa. Riddle number 15. How did the Brahmins wed a Ahimsa god to a bloodthirsty goddess? In Part 2, the following social riddles will be covered. Riddle number 16. The 4 Varnas, are the Brahmins sure of their origin? Riddle number 16. The 4 Ashramas, the why and how about them? Riddle number 18. Manu's madness, or the Brahminic explanation of the origin of mixed castes. Riddle number 19. The change from paternity to maternity. What did the Brahmins wish to gain by it? Riddle number 20. Kali Vajja, or the Brahminic art of suspending the operation of sin without calling it sin. Appendix 1. The riddle of Varnashrama Dharma. Appendix 2. Compulsory matrimony. And finally, in Part 3, the following political riddles will be covered. Riddle number 21. The theory of Manavantara. Riddle number 22. Brahma is not Dharma. What good is Brahma? Riddle number 23. Kali Yuga. Why have the Brahmins made it unending? Riddle number 24. The riddle of the Kali Yuga. Appendix 1. The riddle of Rama and Krishna. With that, we come to the end of Snapshot of Season 2. So, dear viewers, stay tuned for Season 2 to know more about the ideology upheld by Dr. B.R. Ambedkar and also expose the real face of RSS Hindutva politics to appropriate Dr. B.R. Ambedkar as a Hindu figure. Kindly subscribe to the channel and press the bell icon for updates. Thank you.